गुड आफ्टरनून फ्रेंड्स, मेरी आवाज़ अब तक पहुंच रही है? ओके. I launched the book Diabetes Free World. Inside that book, there are certain techniques, certain methods which can help you free yourself from diabetes. It has been already 10 years I've been in the field of diabetes. So I've seen more than 20,000 diabetes patients. This means I've seen a lot of blood sugar patient. So diabetes patients are called the blood sugar patient. So I saw a lot of blood. And I saw a lot of sugar also, as you have seen also. But I have never seen blood sugar. Never in my life have seen a blood sugar. I've done research work, even got an honorary PhD from Alliance International University, Lusaka, for my research work. Thank you. Thank you. So, I got one input in last 10 years of my study. There is nothing called blood sugar. No one has seen blood sugar. Anybody seen blood sugar? You cannot see blood sugar because it do not exist. If you know the truth behind it, the same day, you can be free of diabetes. I am saying blood sugar do not exist. I am not saying blood sugar patient do not exist. So, I am saying blood sugar do not exist. Blood sugar patient exists, which we call diabetes. So, when we were preparing for this program, and I plan to share this secret with you, there is nothing called blood sugar. And once you know this, from the same day, you can be free of diabetes. So thank you friends, thank you. While I was preparing for it, sending you invitation, you came from all across the country and many of you from out of India. I got a mail yesterday night from my university. The mail was, if you conduct this program on 12th of November 2017 in Shriford, and if you reveal the secret, your doctorate degree will cancel. Either you change your content or be prepared, your doctorate degree will be cancelled. So now I have two options. I can change my content so as to preserve my doctorate degree, or let the content be the same and let me forget about the doctorate degree. Which one you want? First or second? I'm just asking, which one you want? First or second? Huh? Second one? How many of you want the second one? How many want the first one? Nobody. So, that is a kind of threat which I got. But then, it reminded me of my one friend. He is right here with us. Srivardhan, can you please come on the stage? इनका एक डायलॉग याद आ गया मुझे. So, वो डायलॉग अगर आप एक बार और बता देंगे मुझे, तो वो हिम्मत आ जाएगी. I will go for second one.
सन्नाटे को चीरती सनसनी सन्न कर देती है इंसान को. मुजरिम को खबरदार करना हमारा फर्ज. जुर्म से महफूज रहना आपका हक. देखिए सनसनी हर रात 11 बजे सिर्फ एबीपी न्यूज पर. आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत साधुवाद.
So friends, I've chosen the second one. I thought, let the truth reach to the people. So the truth is, thank you, there is nothing called blood sugar. If you understand this, instantly you will be free of diabetes. Instantly you will be protected from heart disease. You will be protected from heart attack. You will be protected from brain stroke. I am not saying there is nothing called brain stroke or heart attack. There is a disease called heart disease. But you can protect it. Protect yourself from that. If you understand only one thing, and that is, there is nothing called blood sugar. To make you understand this, I made a small cup or a glass. It is called food index glass. that glass will reach to all of you. There is a small tool I made for all of you, which you will take it as a gift from my side, from today itself. And through that tool, you will understand the confusion and the conspiracy behind blood sugar. Now here, it all started about 100 years back. 1918, when the first diabetes medicine was invented. Exactly 100 years back. 2 days after this, it is 14th of November is World Diabetes Day. So there cannot be any more appropriate time to expose the confusion and the conspiracy behind blood sugar. Here, how it started, there was some confusion happened. From the beginning, it all started in India only. Need not to be proud of that, first of all. About 500 years back, whenever somebody in India want to express the emotion, they used to express it through some taste, sweet, which now is happened all over the world. Hi sweetie, hi sweetheart. We don't say hi salty, salt heart. You may be liking, many of you may be liking salt more than sweet. But whenever you want to express your emotion, you say hi sweetie, hi sweetheart, hi honey preet. Mera matlab. So, it all started from that confusion. We have associated a taste to the feeling, to the emotion. Whenever we want to express our emotion, our love, our feeling, we have attached that to sugar, to sweetness. So that is one soft corner of the human being. So that confusion was used as a conspiracy. So now the conspiracy part, there is no sugar, right? There is no blood sugar. Of course there is a lot of sugar, there is a lot of blood, but there cannot be blood sugar. Okay, Bhushan ji, aap yahan pe hain? Okay, so now in 1 minute, through a volunteer, you can distribute those food index glass to all the participants. Through that tool, you will understand this conspiracy, and I take this message back to your house, to your home, to your city, to your country, not only to use it for yourself, to your friends, but also to distribute this news, this knowledge among the society. And today, you can do that alone. You are not dependent on media. You yourself is the media through Facebook, through YouTube. This video of today will be available within next 2 days in my YouTube channel, Dr. Biswaroop Chowdhury. And through that, you can pick that video and you can refer to your friends so that they can be also protected from this confusion of last 100 years and also the conspiracy of last 100 years. So I hope it will take only 1 or 2 minutes to get this distributed. Now, if you see this, those who got it, they can open it up. जिनको मिल गया है वो उसको खोल सकते हैं, right? Here, important thing is, don't do beyond the thing which I never told. Step by step. I asked you only to open, but don't take out anything unless I say, right? So be absolutely step by step. Just open it. Don't do anything. Just open it. Okay. Now, once you open it, my medical team is here. Medical team can be here. Okay. Now I am assuming you have opened it. Once you open it, what is there inside? Now you take out the packet which you find inside. Only I am saying taking out. I am not asking anything else. Eating, tasting, no. Only taking out. Please be sure what I am saying, you are hearing the same thing. Every step is very, very meaningful. So please understand what I say and do as it is. Okay. So step 1, you opened it. Step 2, you are taking out the thing which is there inside. There are few packets. In one packet, it is written glucose, glucose inside. Second packet, fructose, fructose inside. Third packet, sucrose, sucrose inside. Then aspartame, saccharin. All this together we call it as sugar. In a layman's term, glucose is also called sugar, fructose is also called sugar, sucrose is also called sugar. So all variety of sugar is now in your hand. Now, if I take the blood, listen very carefully. If I take the blood from your body and I add glucose inside it from that packet, do you think the reading in the glucometer will increase or it will remain the same? I take blood from your body. I take the glucose which is there in your packet. I take the glucose, put in the blood. Now if I check it through glucometer, the reading will increase or it will remain the same. How many of you say it will remain the same? How many of you say it will increase? Not sure. Okay, you're not sure. Okay, so this means we have to do it. Can we do it? Okay. So now you are going to take a blood from my body and you put, should I sit? Okay. यहाँ बैठना है? Okay. So what I'm doing now, I am taking the blood from my body and I have this glucose inside it. I'll put the blood, I'll put the sugar, the glucose in the blood. Before putting in the blood, I'll check the blood sugar. That is my normal blood sugar. Right? And when I'll check with the glucometer, the camera is there on the stage. The cameraman, can you come close so that you can zoom in who will zoom in? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tighten. Now the blood is out. Now we'll check what is my blood sugar reading. Please check the blood sugar reading. Yeah. No. Okay. I'll help myself. Take. What is the reading? Reading is 160. Can you see the reading? Okay, it is 160. Now, I put, what is this? First is glucose. Where is glucose? Where is glucose? Here it is glucose. Yeah, put it in the glucose. Now I'm adding the blood to the glucose. Okay. Nikal Rai? Sorry. Now I'm adding. Take. Yeah. Now check the reading, what happens. It is high. High means beyond 500. So my normal sugar was 160 without adding. When I added glucose, it became more than 500. If I add fructose, the other sugar which is more sweeter than glucose, what will happen? Let's see. Now add fructose. So in another packet, this here I have fructose inside it along with the blood, and now see what happens. It became 109. 109. Can you see in the screen? Yeah. Can you zoom in, or should I come closer to the? Huh? So it is 109 now. Fructose. यहाँ पे है, देखिए तो. Great. Fructose is found in fruits. When you eat fruits in larger quantity, it reduces the blood sugar. If you are a diabetes patient, and if you promise that every day you will eat 1 kg of mango, or 1 dozen of banana, or grapes as much as you feel like, within few days, you cannot remain diabetes patient. You cannot remain diabetes patient. The lie of 100 years, don't eat mango. Because they know, if they eat mango, they will be cured. And if they get cured, who will come to us? You can, I have published my research paper on this. My research paper got published in a respected journal, Journal of Metabolic Syndrome. You can check on the Google, you'll find that. So in that research paper, I've proved all this. And now, when the authorities of health, they know that I'm going to expose it, now they know, then all the equation will change. Try to understand, because of diabetes and other related complication in India, in last 10 years, India has lost $237 billion, which is just $100 billion less than this year's total budget of the country. So, the moment you know the truth, most of you will get cured, and our gain is the loss of somebody else. I'll not name, only I will say, the diabetes medicine which you are buying, especially the insulin. Do you know there are only 3 companies who control 99% of the insulin market? 99% of the insulin market. So, if you don't buy insulin, and thank you. If you don't buy insulin, then the rich country will become poor. And this means the money will not go out of your India, and the equation will change. Thank you. Now, why the blood sugar went down? Let me explain this scientifically. Because when you eat mango, it contains fructose. Fructose cannot add to blood to increase the number. Fructose go to liver, it hides. It cannot add, right? So, the equation, the mechanism of fructose is different from glucose. So that's why the doctors say blood glucose. They never say blood fructose. Have you ever heard what is your blood fructose? Never. They say what is your blood glucose, right? So, number one truth, there is nothing called blood sugar, it is blood glucose. But because when you say blood sugar, that means blood glucose, blood sucrose, blood fructose, blood aspartame, blood saccharin. So you confuse the people. You confuse. So that's why they say blood glucose, blood sugar. Rather it is blood glucose. It is only the glucose which add to the blood. Right? So it should be called as blood glucose, not blood sugar. The moment you say blood sugar, you are confusing yourself, and in that confusion you remain a diabetes patient, you live in diabetes and you die in diabetes. Only in this one confusion. Truth number 2. Sweetness is having nothing to do with diabetes. No connection of sweetness and diabetes. Let me prove it for you. Sweetness and sugar, sweetness and diabetes is having no connection. Normally it is said this is sweet, you don't eat it. Fructose, which you are having in the packet, in this packet you will find fructose also, glucose also, right? So if you taste fructose, which you can taste now, I allow you to taste fructose, you will find fructose is double sweeter than glucose, but it reduces the blood sugar. So sweetness is having nothing to do with blood sugar with diabetes. Fructose, if you taste, it is much sweeter, double sweeter. In this box, there is something called saccharin, which is 300 times sweeter than glucose. Hold it, don't taste it. It will cause cancer. So, saccharin is known to produce cancer. So, don't taste that. Number one. But let me remind you, there are many toothpastes, including Dant Kanti, Colgate, etc. They all contain little bit of saccharin. So, saccharin is also under the classification of sugar, artificial sugar. If you add saccharin in the blood, even then it will not disturb the blood homeostasis. But it will do the damage in a different way. It will cause you cancer. It will cause you tumor. So anything which do not disturb the blood sugar may not be good. Right? Anything which is not disturbing the blood sugar may not be good. Try to understand this very clearly. Saccharin is 300 times sweeter than glucose. It do not disturb the blood sugar, blood glucose reading, because saccharin cannot mix with blood. So many times it is called zero Coke. What is called? Zero Diet Coke. Why? Because they put saccharin, they put aspartame, they don't put glucose. So in a way you see that you check the blood sugar before taking the Diet Coke, and after that also you check the blood sugar and it remains same. So you have a feeling that it is not damaging you. So we have connected that anything which increases the blood sugar will damage, anything which decreases will damage. It is a reading. It is not blood sugar also. It is only blood glucose, right? And also, glucose itself is not bad. Glucose itself is not bad, because that is one of the source of energy. So, but here comes the third lie, that is diagnostic lie. Diagnostic lie is the most interesting of all. This device, glucometer, this, it cannot tell you whether you are a diabetes patient or not. Your reading is having nothing to do with diabetes. I have many of my patients whose reading is 200, 300, 400, but they are not a diabetes patient. They feel absolutely healthy. So what you feel symptomatically is more important than what is shown as a reading. Many times you are carried away by the reading. If the reading is saying 250 but you are feeling energetic, you are not a diabetes patient. So it is misleading. But let me prove it to you. This reading is misleading. This reading is having nothing to do with your diabetes or non-diabetic status. You may have a low reading, still a diabetes patient. You may have a high reading, still you may not be a diabetes patient. You have to understand this. Let me help you understand through one experiment. To understand this, put it back. To understand this, I did one experiment with myself. I put a chip here. Can you take it a little up? Thoda usko upar kar do. Can you see that? Can you see that? I put a chip here in my body. Yeah, and then here also. So, yeah, okay. So, this side also and here also, yeah. So, I put a chip in both the side of both the hand, and through this chip, for last 15 days, all my blood glucose reading, I can see in one go through this small device. Let me check it now in front of you. So, I put it here. So, here I get a reading, and if you can zoom it, can you zoom it? Yeah. So, this is the reading, right? This is reading for today. I want to see the reading of tomorrow, so I will scroll it, and this is the reading for tomorrow. Can you zoom it? Okay. Anyway, I'll show you through the slides. So, for last 15 days, what was my reading in my left hand, and what was the blood sugar reading which people normally say in my right hand. So I did one experiment. I want to know whether both the reading will be same or it will be two different things. What do you expect? Okay, let's. So I want the PPT. Shift it to PPT, Shankar. Let's go PPT will allow. So I collected all the data from my right hand. I collected all the data from my left hand, and then I compared both the data minute by minute, right? And I have this comparison with you. This is, let's say, 4th of November. Here it is 4th of November. The complete day data is here. Left hand and then right hand. Now here you see, although from a distance you may not be able to see so properly, but let me explain. Here there is a first mountain. Can you see the first mountain? And there is second, here also the first mountain. In the left, this is the mountain. And right, which one is higher? Left or right? Left. Suppose I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor's clinic and the two doctors are here. Come here. You come here, you come here. Now, doctor, am I a diabetes patient? This doctor hold this hand, let me check your blood sugar. He will say, oh, you are a diabetes patient. But this doctor, since he is standing right of me, he will hold my right hand and take the blood out from here. I am not a diabetes patient. Whether you are a diabetes patient or not depends on which side the doctor was sitting. So, try to understand, when they take the reading of blood glucose, that reading reflects the reading of the blood sample which is there, not the blood sample not the summary of the whole body. This is the most important thing. For example, I want to know who is the richest one in this audience. So what I take the wallet of all of you and check how much money you are having. On the basis of that, I try to predict how much money will be there in your bank. Will I be correct or I may be wrong? Wrong. This sample money in your pocket may not be the true reflection of the money which is there in the bank. May or may not be. Sometimes it may be, sometimes it may not be. So that may not be the true reflection of the things, of the money or the things you are having in the bank. So I am saying that when you check the blood sugar, what you call the blood sugar, that blood sugar itself is the reading at that moment of that sample which is taken out at that moment, not of the whole body. And it can be high, it can be low, and if you check the reading simultaneously of different part of the body, taking blood from different sites, then you see that at some side it will be only 50 and other side may be 500. So, but normally we don't do these kind of experiments, so we don't know, and even if we do it, we don't put our brain. So here I say that this glucometer cannot tell you whether you are truly a diabetes patient, right? Because that blood sample is having a reading which is true to that blood sample only, nothing to do with the rest of the body. So now, the final thing I'm coming is, what is the solution? Solution is, you have to be your own doctor. Food as medicine. Here you see, here it should be 8th November, not 4th. On the same day, maybe there may be in one hand, the blood sugar may be very low, on the other hand it may be normal. It depends on how you are sleeping. आप किस तरफ सो रहे थे, right? So I suggest you, the day when you want to check the blood sugar and you really want the blood sugar to be low, on that day, sleep this side and then check the blood sugar of that hand, right? That will give you a satisfactory blood sugar report in comparison to this hand, right? Many times some patient, now they are friends, they say, मेरा insurance का है, क्या करना है? Then I give the trick. Today, don't forget to sleep like this, and when he want to check the blood sugar, give the blood sugar from this hand, right? So when the insurance company come, he says, hello, कैसे हैं आप? Assuming कि इसी हाथ को बढ़ाना है, इसी हाथ को देना है, भूलना नहीं इसको, right? So it is all tukka. तो करना क्या? What is the solution? Let's come to the solution. Solution is using food as medicine. दोबारा करना है इसको. I want the PPT. So, this is one book which I wrote, Why the Mortality Rate Drops When the Doctor Go on Strike. It is seen all over the world when the doctors are on strike, the mortality rate of that place reduces. The people start becoming well. It is not my opinion only. It is medically proven. In British Medical Journal, in Oxford Journal, all the top journals, they have concluded that when the doctors are away from any city or any place, during that time the patient's health start improving. So the first step to get cured is free of the doctors. Only then you can start improving. Use food as medicine. How to use food as medicine so that it can help you control all the parameters. Symptomatic parameters, and if some of the parameters are coinciding with symptomatic parameter, even that parameter. For example, a heart patient. Heart patient is not a heart patient because his reports are saying so. Heart patient is heart patient truly if when he is walking and he is feeling discomfort, then only he is a heart patient. That is a real disease. Diabetes is real. I am not saying it is an imaginary disease. But if the symptom happens, then only your diabetes patient, and then it is a real diabetes patient. And to get rid of that, just by reducing certain numbers, can help you feel good that I have reduced the number, but that reducing number is having nothing to do with the actual health problem. Just think of yourself, the first time when you discovered or the doctor told you, announced for the first time that you are a diabetes patient, then the first thought is, what should I do? Doctor said you take the medicine, your blood sugar will be low, and you went with the medicine, and again you checked with the glucometer, and the blood sugar reading was expected reading, it went down, you are happy. But for some time only. After a certain time, again in spite of taking that medicine, what happened? Blood sugar increased, right? So, you again went to the doctor, you complain, my number is still high in spite of taking that medicine. What he will do? He will increase the medicine. Again you will come back, you take the medicine, increase dose, blood sugar, control. Again you go back after some time. Why? Because blood sugar, in spite of taking the increased dose, is still increased. Then this time what the doctor will do? He will still increase the dose. Now with the ever high dose of medicine you come back and you take, and then you see the reading, it is perfectly normal, but only for a few months. And after that, in spite of taking that higher dose of medicine, still the reading is higher. What you will do now? Of course you will go to the doctor. What he will do now? Of course he will ever increase the medicine even further. And this will keep on happening till the time either you lose your life or lose all your money. So it cannot do anything to help you to cure, to give the solution. It can help, the medicine can help only one person, the person who is selling the medicine to you. It is not you who is getting any benefit. So anyway, now let's come to the solution part, the last 5 minutes. So that is the solution. I call it food as medicine. Use food in a way that it works for you as a medicine. And if you can do that, the symptomatic relief will come. Those who are suffering from heart disease, they are not able to walk, climb stair, they will feel relief. Those who are having symptom of discomfort, loss of energy, frequent urination, their symptom will vanish, right? So, using food as medicine. So, this concept of food as medicine is not new. Before me, many people, as you can see, many scientists have proved it again and again. If you use food as medicine, one, you will never get ill, and second, even if you get ill, you will be cured quickly. How to make your own medicine? For that, I use this. So what you have to do, here you see, or you can see on the screen, this is a chart, right? And through this chart, you have to know your food index. Each one of you are having your own food index. If you understand how to calculate your food index, then you can prepare your own food as medicine. How to calculate your food index? Very simple. You have to calculate this X, alpha X, whatever you want to call. How to calculate this? For that, in this box, it is given this food index table, and here green is the height and the red row is the weight. So corresponding to your height and weight, there is one number, and that number is called the food index, your own food index. So each one of you will have a different food index based on your height and your body weight. So you find the X. Now let's say in my case, my height 5.8 and my weight say 70 kg, then my food index is 740. X is equal to 740. That becomes my food index. If you know this, then you know how to create your own medicine. So in my case, in the whole day, now come to this, I have to eat fruit equivalent to my X. What is my X? 740 grams of fruits in the whole day. I have to eat vegetable in raw state, like tomato, cucumber, carrot, radish, etc. in raw state, equal to X. In my case, how much it should be? 740. And leaves, green leaves, any kind of leaves, पान का पत्ता, तुलसी का पत्ता, पुदीना का पत्ता, धनिया का पत्ता, मूली के पत्ते, सलाद पत्ते. There are several kind of leaves. Curry patta. So equivalent to X into 0.1. In my case, how many grams? 74 grams or more. Or more. And in my case, the nuts, X into 0.05 grams, sprouts, X into 0.05 grams. If you can do this calculation and every day you decide to eat this much, minus dairy products, minus packed food. If you can do this, so within 3 days, your glucose reading will come down. So you'll be forced to stop the insulin. You'll be forced to stop the medicine. Within 7 days, your blood pressure will come down. You'll be forced to stop the blood pressure medication. Within a month's time, your angina pain will vanish. So you'll not need those medicine or blood thinner, etc. You'll not need. Within 6 months, all the tumor in the body will vanish. You can do the ultrasound again and you'll say, oh, where it is gone, it's not there. Right? So this if you use this formula. I'm not saying don't eat this, don't eat that. I'm just saying that use this much amount if you can eat this. How to eat this much amount? For that you take this, and here there is a circle, and that circle says 6 a.m. to 12 noon finish your amount of fruits, eat nothing else, and after 12 noon till 8 p.m. finish rest of your food index, vegetable, nuts and seeds. In addition to that, whatever you are eating, keep eating that. So I'm not stopping you from eating anything except the dairy product and the packed food, right? I'm only adding something to you. And especially I'm adding the sweet fruits, right? So many times the patient, they come to me and they say that I'm not eating mango for last 15 years because my doctor told you're a diabetes patient, you cannot eat mango. So today is the time to fulfill that gap. उतने साल का सारा कोटा पूरा कर लो आज. Of course, it is not a mango season, but you can try with the grapes, you can try with the banana, right? So now, once you go back home with this knowledge, you will have many questions in the mind. I don't want you to live with questions, because the answer to those questions your doctors will never give, right? Rather, he will scold you. किसकी बात सुन रहे हैं आप? Right? So for that, I have a special gift for you. Once after the end of this program, at the end of this program, when you'll go out, you'll get digital access card. Each one of you will get digital access card. And through the digital access card, you will get an access to my research work, my books, including the book which is launched today. Right? So I have a generous publisher, Diamond Pocket Book, Narenji, right, who has spent lakhs of money in publishing in 71 language, but is happy that this knowledge should go to you free. Right? Thank you, sir. So you'll get an access to my knowledge, number one. Number two, if you have any question, you can put the question through this access number, and me and my team will try hard to reply you as soon as possible. Right? So this means me and you are connected through this card. So, but that will distribute after the finish of this program. And how you'll get it? In this box. Inside this box, you'll get a paper. Did you get the paper? In that paper, we have a feedback form. In that feedback form, don't forget to fill your email ID and mobile number. The same email ID and mobile number will use as a password for you through this digital access card. So your email ID and your mobile number. I want this knowledge to spread to all of you, but I want to control the knowledge in a way that if it is spreading in a wrong way, it may harm the people. Why? Because, try to understand, somebody you told this knowledge, he decided, chalo bhai, food to मैं इनका वाला कर लेता हूँ, दवाई मैं डॉक्टर वाला कर लेता हूँ. Right? What will happen? He is a diabetes patient, he eat the food the way you suggested, and he take the medicine the way doctor said. What will happen to him? He will die. His blood sugar will be too low because he is taking double medicine. Medicine which the doctor has given to him and the food as medicine. The food, when it is eaten in a certain quantity or more in this fashion, it starts working in the role of medicine without the side effect. And it is not a new science. I am not the first person to do this research. Yes, I am the first person to prove it on Indian patients. Right? So, here I hope that you will give me opportunity to interact through this access card and let me know about your health, because I believe the record holders are not record holders, they are the leaders. Only leaders can be record holders, only record holders can be leaders. Right? So, in your own record field, you are the leaders. I want this knowledge to spread in the world through you. So, that's all I have to say with you, for you. All the best. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.